Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today's gonna be a tough one, tough watch. The other day, I was looking in the mirror and I was just in disbelief. I could not believe that I was 25. It wasn't clocking for me. I was genuinely confused. I swear, in my head, I am still 19 years old, 20 on a good day. And then I just kind of started spiraling because I was like, 25 is halfway to 50. Like, obviously. But then I started thinking of it more like, I was 25 years ago, and in 5 more years, I'll be 30. Just the fact that 20 and 30 are equidistant, it's not adding up. Like, I'm technically closer to 30 now than I am to 20. I don't like that. But it got me thinking, how many people feel this weird, like, age disconnect? Because I know I can't be the only one. I know it. This is a question I do love to ask people. How old are you? And then how old do you feel like you are? Comment it below, you know the drill. When I was little, I thought 25 was like an adult. Like, I know 18's like an adult, but I thought 25 was like an adult. I thought 25-year-olds had it together. No. They pay taxes, wear blazers, cook real food with like spices. And now that I'm 25, it's rather laughable, dare I say. But to get a little deeper into this topic, I just feel like a lot of people are not where they thought they'd be in their 20s. And I think partially because if you look at your parents, a lot of the older generations were getting married and having kids in their 20s. And now people are going into their 30s without having had a serious relationship. And also, if you look at just the pipeline from college to a job, there is so much unsurety in there. Like, we were told, go to college, pick a major, get a degree, and that'll lead you to a stable job. Newsflash, they were lying. And now there are so many people that have degrees and are either not working in the field that they've studied, working jobs that they don't love, or can't even find a job in the first place. I actually know a lot of people who got a bachelor's degree and are literally living paycheck to paycheck at best. A lot of people are actually bartending, Uber drivering, Uber Eatsing. They're waiters, freelancing, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with any of these jobs. They're just overqualified for these jobs. There's this pressure that you're kind of supposed to have your life mapped out by now. And I feel like with 25 and your mid to late 20s, it feels like some big checkpoint in this nasty game of life. But now hear me out. What if it doesn't have to be? What if being 25 or in your 20s doesn't mean you have to have your life all together, but you're just starting to ask better questions? That you're not necessarily getting graded anymore and you're allowed to restart, reinvent. I know people in their 20s who are getting engaged, married, divorced, having kids, going out clubbing every night, still in school, people that are struggling to put food on the plate, people who are really well off. There's not really a comparison point anymore, where I feel like in high school or even in college there was, and now it's the wild, wild west out here. And I think also just aging in general is a topic people don't really want to confront. Party of one. For me, I feel like the older I get, the more pressure I put on myself to just have things figured out. And that is not healthy. Or have a big girl job. In this economy? Yeah, right. So let's get a little reframe going. I think that being 25 has actually given me a lot of perspective and a lot of experience. And even just looking back at the past 5 years, I've lived like 3 lives. And so I'm like, in 5 more years, I'll live another 3 lives. So it's fine. If we look at the positives, I think aging comes with you setting better boundaries, more clarity, more self-respect, more peace with not needing to rush things. And I think that's something we can look forward to. I've just been feeling this weird midlife crisis. Like, I look at teenagers when I go to the mall and I'm like, wait, that's not me anymore. I don't fit in with those guys. But then I look at adults and I'm like, well, I'm not there either. And so, like, I'm living at my parents' house. Like, it is just this weird limbo state. And with the job security aspect of it, we're like the first generation having, well, I don't know if that's true, but it feels like we're the first generation going through this stage of life, going in blind. It feels like there used to be a roadmap, and now that's just kind of out the window and everyone's just kind of freestyling it. So I'm just like, great, what do? But also, I feel that there's not this intense pressure now to have to live up to those societal standards. So I guess I'm just making this video to ask if there's anyone else who feels this way, and if you feel this way, to know that I feel this way. Cue the Spider-Man meme. And I just think being in your 20s right now is just so uncertain and weird, and like there's these expectations, but then there's not. I don't know. I hope one person can relate to this at least, because it's just such a weird phase of life and I don't really know what I'm doing. And that's okay. I, for the first time, do not mind that my path is not straight. There are going to be so many paths that I can take, and it's not just a one-way street, if that makes sense. It's not a one and done. I can go this way and then it can get curvy and then whoa, and then this way and then that way. And who knows where we'll end up, really. It's anyone's game at this point. All right, this was just a ramble sesh at this point, but I really hope one person related to this. Let me know your thoughts, please. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!